Welcome everyone. I am going to do a little more Claybook today. Today I'm going to actually do probably a bit of a shorter video. Since this game is in the game preview program and it has 10 100-point achievements, I'm going to get 3 or 4 of the achievements that are out there. One of them, probably one of the easier ones to get, and you'll get it just playing through, is to complete one of the storybooks, which that one I've already gotten. The next one that I'm going to go for is to land a rocket. So, and that's on the very first tutorial level. So, and if you watched the video yesterday, I was playing around with it, trying to figure it out. And I actually figured out where I needed to go for it. Oh, and silly me. This is what I get for trying to rush through it. There we go. First thing you need to do is actually get through the level. You want to make sure that you do not hit that tower, because if you hit the tower, you'll start draining the water. It shouldn't actually fully drain before you get this. Controlling the rocket's a little interesting. So we're going to see just why I did not become an astronaut. But you can see that pad up on the second level of the tower there. That's where we need to land. And once again, as you can tell, the camera is really getting in my way here. I know, I make everything look so easy. You know what? Because you've got this great rewind feature, I'm just going to rewind it to a point way over here. See if I can get the rocket to stand up. There we go. As I said, this is why I do not work for NASA. This should be a relatively easy... There we go. And it just landed right in there, and it's a 100-point achievement called Rocket Man. Go back to where it started. And from here, you can either choose to complete the level, or I'm just going to exit out. The next one, in the first video, I was playing around with this. The achievement is to use the magnet to fill up the water tanks, which I was thinking it was these little tanks. And totally forgot, or totally didn't even pay attention. We're gonna rip a hole here in the side where you can see the blocks there, or the squares. That means that it's a bit thicker. Then we're going to use the magnet to grab a hold of the stuff. Then if you look off over to the left here, in the corner, there's an actual little water tower. So we just slowly guide this kind of on top. Whoop. And it just takes one full. And it's up there, but you can do it with a magnet. So as long as your magnet is packed with everything, you should be fine. Then, like, once again, if you're just doing the achievements, you can exit out. Then you go to the 4th level, which is normally a stamping level, where you have to fill in all sorts of holes. And you can see there's kind of an indentation down there. That's a pond. But what you're going to want to do is take this cylinder and carve a path using the right trigger. And you can actually just roll the cylinder and that will carve stuff, but the right trigger will dig it a bit deeper and it's a little quicker. And as you can see, the water is going to drip down. So if I had dug it a bit deeper, it would have been a nice smooth transition down. We would have had a nice flow. But now we're just waiting for that water to flow down and fill up this little pond. One of the cool things about this game is if you look at everything in it. Okay, and there we go. The achievement just popped on my screen. It's going to be a couple seconds late on the stream. I'm just waiting to actually see if they do pop on the screen. That doesn't look like it's going to. But anyway, one of the cool things about this game is if you look at everything in the game, we'll zoom in. If you look at the textures of everything, everything's not just nice and smooth. Everything has little fingerprints on it, which makes it even more so like it is made out of clay. And it's not just, you know, a normal, or not just made by a computer. And the fact that it's got those little indentations there and fingerprints makes it look really cool. So, and also if you wanted to speed this up, you could have just put your cylinder in here and used it to push the water down. So right there, that's 300 easy gamer score. Well, fairly easy. Now we are going to go to the first level of the book, of the second book. Let me see where we want to go here. Okay, we want to come down here and get this big one because the big one is going to help us tear through things a lot quicker. Now this one, there's multiple ways of doing it, but because basically you have to block the stream that's coming out of this pipe. So you could have just put something in front of it so that you're going to overflow this area right here. But no matter what, you're going to have to cut a hole in the pipe so that the chocolate flows down through this area. And then works its way over here, I believe, is where the final, is when it's going to finally pop. So this one's going to take a few seconds to just get through. Because you have to wait for... There's no way to actually speed this up. And there you go. I guess you could. We'll see if that speeds things. It's still going kind of slow there. But then again, you know, it's chocolate. Chocolate is kind of viscous, so it's going to run slow. It goes at its own pace. So it's mainly just sit and wait for the achievement to show up. So this is the pool that they're talking about, and as you can see, it's actually filling up on the right sides near the edge. Oh, but there's a pool back there, so that might be the pool that they're actually talking about. The achievements in the game are fairly vague, the descriptions. So, yep, the achievement just popped on my screen. So, block the river so the channel overflows and fills up the pond. So we've got that one. And let me see if there's one more that I can add to this. There's actually a second Rocket Man achievement. Which we saw how well the first rocket went. So, yeah, I think we're going to try the other rocket achievement. We just have to, so now that we're done with that, we're going back to the first book. To a tricky puzzle. And, you know, this one includes a lot of stamping and other things. And it would help if I had the camera at a good angle. Okay, so we now have the rocket. You have to get to this rocket, which is far into the back left. We'll get the camera set. Okay, so I was thinking maybe small little bursts would help. And that doesn't seem to help. Hey, what do you know? You can actually use the rocket to fill up Oh, and I'm crashing. You can use the rocket to fill up your little water tanks. I'm kind of stuck on that, so yeah, I'm pretty close to back where I started, so I'm just gonna back us right up here. And if I can hopefully get close. See, that didn't work. The rocket actually does need, see, you can't fly as high as you need to get over everything. because it does have a the board or the map does have a ceiling. Okay, here we go. Maybe this will work, unless I get caught on that channel, which of course I did. When I change the video to YouTube, I will edit all of my really poor flying out so it looks like I just zoom right over there. That, or I may just leave it in to show just how bad I am. You can see... Oh, almost. Whoops, wrong button. There in the background, you can see the blue pole. And on top of that blue pole is where we are trying to land. Oh, maybe if I had like 2 more of these rockets and a Tesla on top. Hey, there I go. I'm at the base, which means I am going to probably, yep. Oh, and I just had to nick it. All you had to do is nick it. You don't actually even have to land on it. So once it gets nicked, or you land flat on it, you are all set. I'm just filling up this little puddle with water, or this thing with water. But I have already now completed it. So with that, in 22 minutes of really bad rocket flying, we got 2 Rocket Men achievements, a magnet achievement, overflowing the river. So that's 400 gamer score right there. Plus, like I said, all you have to do is play through an entire book, and that will get you half of the gamer score in this game. So hopefully this will help you out if you are trying to figure out how to get some of the achievements. I will also let you know, and it's actually a fairly easy one to decipher. This one, there's an achievement for doing this level, which is called Rad Racer. And all you have to do is you start out with the disc. All you have to do is actually complete this whole map using the disc. The trick, you cannot rewind. Which means if you do what I just did and crash, you have to find your way back to the beginning. So this, achievement, I would say, is probably one of the more difficult ones. And it's obviously not one that I'm going to try, or I'm not going to force you guys to watch, because it's going to take me a while to get through it. But other than that, there's an achievement for all chapters in a book with 3 stars, which means you have to complete all the objectives and do it in, I believe, a fairly decent amount of time. There is one more I will try. And I haven't actually even done this level yet, so we're gonna... Whoa, that's not cool. Oh, that did not work. When you carve through something, you gain a bit of mass here. So I'm trying to stay out of that cannon. And also pick up a bit of clay. So the idea on this level is you have to make it through all the waypoints. And I think I may already be in trouble. No, we may make it. We'll see. Nope, we're down. You have to make it through all the waypoints, past all the cannons, without rewinding. So, and the main issue with it is, of course, that as you're rolling along and the cannons are hitting you, they're going to push you down in. And of course, now that I'm on the bottom, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get back up. There's got to be a way. Of course, I say there's got to be a way, but they may have decided that, you know, you just have to retry everything. And for me, one of the biggest difficulties is the camera, and I am getting pushed back through, and I am stuck. They're going to push me right off, I think. Oh, and it looks like I paused it. That's why. I paused it and I stamped it, which means I wish there was a way to lock the camera. And maybe since this game is in-game preview, they will come out with that. Nope, pushed right off. Try one last time. There are alternate ways to go. and I missed. Oh, but wait, I got saved. So basically what that did was that let me pick up a little bit more clay, but I'm still not going to be... Nope. Okay. I'm going to see if... I'm going to spend a little more time on this not streaming to see if I can figure out the easier way to do that. But making it through that level, which is Cannon Castle, making it through that without rewinding is another achievement. And then there, I believe, there's that one, 5 stars on, or excuse me, 3 stars on every level in a book. Then completing the Rad Racer. With just the disc. That's 3. I'm trying to think of the last 2. Let me see if I can come up with a list here. And you have to do it with the disc without rewinding. And then there's one for eating 3 donuts, I believe. And that would be Rip Up Candy City 2-4. I believe, whoa, that was kind of weird. I think it's for the donuts. Because the achievement is about Hollow. Originally, I thought it was for chocolate bunnies, but I'm not sure if that would count. Because I tried getting it on a level that was just chocolate bunnies, and could not get it, so... yeah, now you can see all the different achievements are popping up, or all the different objectives. So, but I don't see any chocolate bunnies on this, and I did see that this is actually the level that you have to get it on. So, but with what I've shown you, that's actually, you know, you're off to a good start with the achievements. So, Claybook, it's by, my brain is melting at the moment. It's in the game preview program. It just came out yesterday into the game preview program. And I want to say it's second option. Let me double check that so I'm not totally off as far as the name of the developer. Second Order. See, and water doesn't really do well at destroying things. But these camera angles, I really hope they find a way to, before it's in full release, that they knock it, or that they come out with a way to lock it. But that's it for me for now. I'm probably going to be back on later streaming. I think I'm going to go with a game that was out a little while ago that I really need to get back to and play for some more achievements. It's Mages of Australia. kind of an RPG game. So I hope you check us out later. This is TG Ace of Hearts. Have a good one.